we're going to explain how to solve the data source name not found and no default driver specified errors in PyODBC. These errors typically pop up when your Python code, using the PyODBC library, tries to connect to a database but can't find the necessary information. Let's break down the causes and solutions. 1. Understanding the errors. The data source name, DSN, not found error means PyODBC can't locate the database you're trying to connect to. The DSN acts like an address book entry, containing details like the database server location, name, and other connection parameters. The no default driver specified error occurs when PyODBC doesn't know which database driver to use to communicate with your database, for example, for MySQL, PostgreSQL, SQL Server. You need the correct driver installed and configured. 2. Setting up a DSN. Recommended. The most straightforward way to avoid these errors is to create a DSN. DSNs are usually managed through your operating system's control panel. For Windows, you'll typically find this under Administrative Tools, ODBC Data Sources 64-bit. Click Add, choose your database type, for example, SQL Server, MySQL, and follow the prompts to enter your database's connection details, server name, IP address, database name, username, password. Give your DSN a memorable name. After creating the DSN, you can reference it directly in your PyODBC connection string. 3. Connection string in Python. Your PyODBC connection string tells the library how to connect. If you've created a DSN, your connection string will be simple. cnxn =pyodbc.connect. DSN =your DSN name. Replace your DSN name with the actual name you gave your DSN. 4. Driver-specific connection string, if no DSN. If you choose not to use a DSN, you'll need a more detailed connection string that includes the driver and all database details. This is more complex and error-prone. For example, a connection string for SQL Server might look like this. cnxn =pyodbc.connect, driver, SQL Server, server your server address, database your database name, UID your username, PWD your password. You'll need to find the correct driver name for your database system. For example, ODBC driver 17 for SQL Server, for a specific version of SQL Server. MySQL ODBC 8.0 ANSI driver for MySQL. This requires you to already have the correct ODBC driver installed on your system. The format varies depending on the database you're connecting to. Refer to your database's documentation for the correct syntax. 5. Driver installation. Make sure you've installed the correct ODBC driver for your database system. This is crucial. You can download drivers from the database vendor's website. After installing the driver, you might need to restart your computer for the changes to take effect. 6. Troubleshooting. If you're still having problems, double-check your connection details, server address, database name, username, password. Ensure that the database service is running and that the username you're using has appropriate permissions. Check your firewall to make sure it's not blocking the connection. Also, confirm the path to your ODBC driver if you're specifying it directly in the connection string. Using a DSN simplifies this troubleshooting process significantly. 7. Example code. Snippet. Once everything is configured correctly, your Python code might look like this. Python import pyodbc try, cnxn =pyodbc.connect, DSN =my database, hash, or your driver-specific connection string, cursor $cnxn.cursor, hash your database interaction code here, cursor.close, cnxn.close, except pyodbc.error as x, skill-state x.args, 0, if skill-state =$28000, print, authentication error. Check your username and password. Else, print f database error, x. Remember to replace DSN =my database with your actual DSN name or your driver-specific connection string. This example also includes basic error handling.